On episode 15 of the Garage Guys Report, we dive into the start of the NASCAR Playoffs at Darlington with the Cookout Southern 500 and the drama that unfolded. The NTT IndyCar Series, discussing Alex Palou's championship clincher race in Portland. We're also going to discuss Danica Patrick and how she escaped Burning Man, as well as crown a brand new Garage Guys Report Hotline Caller of the Month, a.k.a. Mr. August. It all happens right now on the Garage Guys Report. Motorsports News for you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Garage Guys Report. Garage Guys Report. It's the Garage Guys Report. Motorsports News for you. It's the Garage Guys Report. It's the Garage Guys Report. Yeah. It's the Garage Guys Report. Yeah. It's Motorsports News for you. Yeah. It's the Garage Guys Report. It's the Garage Guys Report. Oh yeah. It's the Garage Guys Report. It's Motorsports News for you.
Yeah. Episode 15 of the Garage Guys Report. Welcome aboard. I'm your host, Chase Holden. And we're getting ready to dive in to everything that went down this past weekend in motorsports. We're talking all the races, all the racing that was in the big headlines. Some stories that may have fell between the cracks for you in the racing world, the auto racing world, the motorsports world. You know, some of these things, not all eyes get to see some of the stories that cross paths with the Garage Guys Report, but that's why you're here, and we appreciate it. And if you're here right now by seeing this in your search bar, or just by doing a random search and finding it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just do it. Do yourself a favor. It's going to be a good time. It's a brand new YouTube channel. It's literally the second video we've uploaded on this channel. At Garage Guys Racing Network is the handle. This is where you're going to find all of the Garage Guys Report episodes, all of the NASCAR driver interviews that we do at Garage Guys, and all the other random crazy content that we like to do to make the world of auto racing, motorsports, NASCAR, IndyCar, Formula fun. You know, we like to have a good time. We like to make things fun, and we know that you do too, and that's why you're here. We've got a lot to unpack on this show, though, guys, and before we get started, we got some announcements. Told you guys last week, NASCAR on NBC prize packs, the giveaway, okay? Told you there was simple instructions. You went to my Twitter, you followed me, you retweeted the tweet, you came on to the video, episode 14 on the new YouTube page, and you commented your Twitter handle. 6 of you did it. 6 of you will be getting a NASCAR on NBC prize pack. That's right. Everybody that put their Twitter handle on the YouTube channel is getting a prize pack. So big shout out to everybody that did that. You know who you are. I'll be reaching out to you on Twitter to get your address, to get these sent out in the mail. And it's a big boo-hoo dang-dangy if you didn't do it. Because you get a lanyard, some sunglasses, a koozie, and a nice NASCAR on NBC decal. And for the first time, I think, since I've had these, I've actually been able to separate the sticker from the rest of the stuff. So, incredible. It's always a beautiful thing. So, shout out to those giveaway winners. We'll be doing some more giveaways here as well. Let me know some things you guys would like to see, because another announcement that I have that we pretty much have every week is that Hooters is for race day. Hooters is for racing. Right now, if you download the Hooters app or you go to order.hooters.com, you plug in promo code Garage Guys, you're going to save $10 on any $30 or more to-go order. The offer's valid at participating locations for delivery and carry-out orders, $30 or more. That was fine print. But yeah, Hooters and Garage Guys, we're here to help you save money, eat some of the best food known to man, known to humankind. I literally ate some the other day. I'm a gigantic fan of the buffalo shrimp lately. I've been eating a ton of them. But I don't get the buffalo sauce. I get the Daytona sauce on the shrimp, get some ranch on the side. Try it. It's heaven. Okay? Just do it. Garage Guys, Hooters, for race day, for racing. That was an ad. We love Hooters. Real talk, though. I literally went to Hooters earlier, got my free fried pickles for the Chase Elliott Top 10. Shout out to you, Chase Elliott. Great job. You did it. It's always good. It helped me to replenish my soul from the HARVbreak that I experienced over the weekend. And I think it's about time that we start discussing that. It's about time that we get into that. It's time for the news. Before we dive into this week's top stories, please take a moment for a congratulatory song and celebration for the winners this past week in motorsports. Congratulations, they won. You've won. Congrats. That's right. Clap it up for them. They won. They won. Some of them are questionable, but they're wins. We'll give it to them. Let's kick things off with NASCAR.
Yeah, NASCAR.
The 2023 NASCAR Cup Series Playoffs kicked off in Darlington at the Cookout Southern 500 on Sunday. And the biggest story of the race thus far, the story that has shocked the world, is not that Kyle Larson won, but that Kevin Harvick, in contention to win with around 60 to go, gets a pit penalty for being on pit road when it was closed, as a wreck happened as he was going in.
Newman slides sideways, and that's probably going to bring out the caution. The 4, was he on pit road before the caution came out?
The answer is no to that, because on the onboard I saw the red light for sure for the 4 car. But the 22 of Joe Logano was already on pit road. We'll have to see where he cycles out with scoring.
Oh, if he stops. He can't stop if he wasn't on pit road before the line started. Dave?
They tried to keep him out. They said stay out, but it was too late. Having just came on the radio, said dang it, and then he came down pit road. What a disappointment.
HARVbreak. Just total and utter HARVbreak. Not heartbreak, HARVbreak. As I've said before and as I will continue to say. Ryan Newman spins out behind Tyler Reddick. Ryan Newman doing his normal spin doctor moves. You know, I have the joke all the time that I tell about how Ryan Newman was the spin doctor in the 6, and then Brad Kay goes to the 6 and he starts spinning. He's been tightening his game up a little bit more, and it's because Ryan Newman's back in the Cup Series driving for Rick Ware. There can only be one spin doctor in NASCAR, and Ryan Newman is that. He also has a thick neck. It's fucking thick. Let's be honest. But after doing some digging and research on NASCAR Twitter, you know, the most sanest place that there is to get real, you know, invigorating research and true journalism, I stumbled upon two sides of the story. You got some folks out there saying that Tyler Reddick did this on purpose to trap Kevin Harvick because he knew that he was coming and he could beat him. You got people on the other shoe saying, Newman, what are you doing? You're in a Rick Ware racing car. Why are you being so aggressive? Why are you on Red Dog's ass? Okay, I'm not picking sides here. I'm on the side of Kevin Harvick. I'm on the side of HARVbreak. But we have to go and dissect what actually happened, what went down. And I was able to locate two post-race interviews, one from Tyler Reddick, one from crew chief of the 4, Kevin Harvick's crew chief, Rodney Childers, a.k.a. Rodney Childers Talks to God.
What happened with the 51, and they created that caution and kind of changed some things there.
Yeah, I was trying to make a pit road. I missed it, and I kind of took back off. And unfortunately, I don't think Ryan had anywhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, it all happened because the 45 tried to do something he shouldn't have. You know, and I've been in Billy's shoes too, and you're trying to do everything you can do not to lose the race at that point. So, you know, but at that point, you gotta run one more lap and not just stop in the middle of the racetrack. So
I don't want to believe that Tyler Reddick would do something like that on purpose. I know Red Dog, he's a good dog, you know. He's a homie. You don't want to believe that he would do something like that. I feel like he's got a little bit more integrity than that. He's a little bit more of a sharp, straight shooter. You know, Ryan Newman, the Rocket Man. You know, you could tell by watching the video it wasn't intentional, and it wasn't all Ryan Newman, guys. And if you needed any more proof, I dug this up on NASCAR Twitter. Here is an in-car camera video of Ryan Newman, the moment that the crash, the spin, whatever you want to call it, the moment it happened. Just take a look.
Clear. But hang on to it. Coming if you can. Right sides look like they're up. Yeah, all tires are up. Little bastard's arm's not long enough to reach out the window, I guess. They have nothing else. I was having fun racing later there, guys. Thanks.
Could be tough times for Tyler Reddick. Could be way harder times. I mean, you get called a little bastard, little short arm bastard by Ryan Newman. I mean, you know, it's one of those things you just kind of like, doing, like, what? I don't think Tyler Reddick wants any Ryan Newman smoke, but, you know, it did get me thinking. Hypothetically, who would win in a fight between Ryan Newman and Tyler Reddick? I thought it would be a fun thing to break down, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that probably wasn't the best thing for me to break down. Everybody give a warm round of applause for our own Garage Guys Report official analysis or Kip Richards to break down a hypothetical fight between Ryan Newman and Tyler Reddick and give his analysis on who would win. Take it away, Kip.
Thank you, Chase. Hello and welcome to Kip's Corner. I am your host, Kip Richards, official analysis of the Garage Guys Report. Today on Kip's Corner, we will be discussing who would win in a hypothetical fight between Tyler Red Dog Reddick and Ryan Thick Neck Newman. Some may say that Ryan Newman and I are in close relation due to our non-neck having answer. However, one thing is for certain, Ryan Newman is sure not going to be drinking this type of Barks drink. It is the Barks Red Cream Soda, since my doctor has told me that I can no longer consume caffeine because of heart palpitations. I have decided to switch to high-corn fructose syrups instead. Let's take a good sip to see how it tastes. Delicious. Now, let's take a look over here at the stats. As you can see, Ryan Newman is a sick boy. A very sick boy. If Ryan Newman approaches one in an alleyway, you already know it's going to be a very difficult time. Tyler Reddick is more of a small boy, a short king, as some may say. But I feel that there is some danger lurking for Ryan Newman in this situation. Let's explain. When we take a look here at Tyler Reddick and his skill set, some may easily pass him off as a quick dumpster throw for Ryan Newman. However, I know the truth that Mr. Tyler Reddick is a sneaky boy. And when it comes to sneaky boys, we know that they always have a trick up their sleeve. To go further into detail into this fight, I have decided to compare these two drivers with a skill set of a fictional character of those of a cartoon. As we see here, Tyler Reddick could be closely associated with the Hamburglar from McDonald's. When we think about this correlation, we can see that there are some similarities, as the only one being Tyler Reddick does not wear a bandana around his eyeballs. Now, the Hamburglar is not only known to steal hamburgers, he is known to be secret, smart, and cunning, which means he could pull a trick out of his sleeve at any given time. When we take a look at Mr. Ryan Thickneck Newman, we can see that his arm strength and our head could easily put someone into a coma. But when we look at the fictional character power chart, we can see that he would be compared to that of a Thumb Thumb from the movie Spy Kids 3D. Thumb Thumbs are only known for being thumbs. They walk around, they're thick, and they're thumbs. So when you put the Hamburglar and a Thumb Thumb into a fight, you can tell that trouble's brewing.
Mystic Music presents Cool Rock. The songs are hot, but the rock is...
That's right. I would have to say that in this situation, Tyler Reddick would be the victor in this fight, with the main skill set being that he has eyeballs and that a thumb-thumb does not. So, with Tyler Reddick being a hamburglar able to see, he would easily be able to defeat a thumb-thumb that has no eyeballs. This has been Kip's Corner, breaking down a Ryan Newman-Tyler Reddick hypothetical fight and choosing Tyler Reddick as the victor in the fight between Ryan Thick Neck Newman. I do sympathize with Ryan Thick Neck Newman because I myself have no neck, and therefore, maybe, just maybe, there is some relation to Ryan Newman down the line. Could his real name be Ryan Richards?
Interesting as always. Never get enough of him. Kip Richards, everybody. What an analysis. Wow, I'm telling you, I didn't see that one coming. You know, but I guess it all shakes out. It all makes sense. You know, another incident that happened at the Cookout Southern 500 that had a lot of people talking was between Alex Bowman and Daniel Suarez, which I personally had no interest in because I had no bets on them whatsoever.
Walk me through what happened, and was Bowman's move fair?
Depends who you ask for. You know, it depends who you ask. I mean, I had a run on him. I went to the inside, and after that, he blocked me very low. I had to lift a little bit, not to wreck him and put him into the inside wall because, you know, we both are Chevy partners, so I didn't want to do that to him. But then I will go high, and then he blocks me again. You can block once, you cannot block twice like that. He has to use his brain a little bit more. We've been racing here for 3 hours and a half, and to wreck 4 laps to go is a little bit dumb. He just has to be smarter.
As we saw the block, Daniel called it dumb. Take us through your thoughts on the moves you made.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it didn't work, so he chose not to lift and to crash us, but every time I race the 99, he does something dumb. So whether it's his crew chief flipping me off on the way to the airport or just anytime I'm around him, he blocks me really aggressively. So,
I mean, who cares if someone's flipping you off at the airport, dog? There's an old lady that flips me off at the Walmart once a week, dude, and it's like a hello. It's a friendly hi. This doesn't matter anymore. It's 2023. That's like saying hi at the grocery store. Come on, man. I mean, it was an insult there. Daniel Suarez straight up called Alex Bowman dumb. Just straight up called him a dummy. Right there on live television. You know, I'm looking at this like Alex Bowman is a skater boy, and Daniel Suarez is Zorro. Zorro's going to whoop that ass. I mean, it don't matter what kind of trucks you got on that board. Zorro's got a sword, and he's coming in, dog. I mean, real talk. On Sunday, Alex Palou secured a championship for Chip Ganassi Racing and himself in the NTT IndyCar Series. Some may say that this is a very speculative championship win, though some are probably people that did not bet on Alex Palou, like myself, at this race, and those that follow the rules in IndyCar.
Overtake. So that's the call, overtake. You want to try to get up to speed as quickly as possible on that outlap.
Don't get a blocking penalty, Alex Palou.
That was
absolutely deserving of review. I don't care if it's Helio Castroneves, who you're not battling at the lead. That looked like a move in reaction to.
Now, for those of you that don't watch IndyCar much, that clip that you just saw was Alex Palou throwing some blocks on another IndyCar driver out there on the track. And look, up until last year, if I would have saw this go down, I would have immediately been like, oh, homeboy just fighting for his spot to win. He's out here trying to get a championship. I wouldn't have been mad about it. But the fact of the matter is that I know better. And I know that IndyCar has rules against blocking. It is clear as day. I mean, Ryan Preece could have saw it. Okay? He could have saw it. Alex Palou was blocking. He should have gotten a penalty. And IndyCar Race Control didn't even bother to review it. You heard the announcers. Even the announcers were sure it was coming. And a lot of people on IndyCar Twitter were in an uproar. IndyCar on NBC's account even put out a tweet saying, whoa, like, hold up. I mean, it's just absurd. And I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one that feels that way. It's almost like they were like, you know what, man? Let's just get it over with. Let him win. Let him go. No, bro. Scott Dixon, who also races for Chip Ganassi, was down 76 points after his win last weekend at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And now, this past weekend, he could have won again. And Palou would have had a penalty that would have shoved him way back yonder. It would have been good. Could potentially be looking at a 7-time champion. Potentially. With Scott Dixon. But I'll digress. I'll let off of it. All I want to show you is this. I'm going to leave you with this. 4 years ago, same kind of deal happened. Graham Rahal and Scott Dixon in this one right here. Take a look at what was penalized for a block from Graham Rahal about 4 years back. Watch this video.
I think he's still leading laps at Long Beach. But while Rossi had things covered up front, things got interesting on the final lap. There it is. Scott Dixon, Graham Rahal. What that, Parker? Not a block. Not a block.
That got a penalty. And you mean to tell me that the aggression that Palou was showing couldn't even draw a review? You out your mind. Crazy. Just wild. It definitely is shocking, and especially from IndyCar. Open wheel thrills, the real ones. But I guess it is what it is. It's in the books now. It's over. It'll be one of those things we chatter about later on down the line. Just going to be a nice fun run next weekend in IndyCar now that Alex Palou has secured it. More than 70,000 people who attended the Burning Man Festival this year were stranded, could not escape the grounds after bad weather rolled in to the Nevada desert and left the entire festival in a swamp. That's right. Chase, what does this have to do with motorsports? Well, I'll tell you what it has to do with motorsports. Danica Patrick was there. Yes, our own homegirl in the NASCAR and IndyCar Series. She raced in both of them. She was out there living her best life, had posts up on Instagram talking about the Burning Man Festival. She was just out there just living it up like Ja Rule, at the Burning Man, wearing all kinds of crazy outfits, doing all kinds of crazy things. And this blew up all over the internet. There are multiple news stories coming out talking about Danica Patrick's bravery amongst the 70,000 other individuals, human beings that were there. She had some stories that she put out on her Instagram. We're going to read some quotes. Made it out, stuck 3 times, and it took 4 hours, but on pavement. That sounds like something someone on shrooms would say. I'm just being real. Sounds like somebody that's on mushrooms. I've had shrooms. You tend to talk like a 60-year-old man texts when you're on shrooms sometimes. You're a little cryptic, a little time. That's just one of the stories that were out there. The moral of the story, she's okay. Just how she talked right there, just had to point that out. We are at Burning Man. The next statement that I see, the challenge from weather really helped show everyone's true nature at BM, and it was to step up and help each other. It is an alternate reality where everyone gives what they can and no money is exchanged. It's probably because you forget what numbers are when you drop acid. I mean, it's just one of those things, And at Burning Man, it's not uncommon to forget what money is, our numbers, especially when you are surrounded by, 70,000 people stranded in a swamp, dressed up like they're going to a Mad Max rally. One last statement that was from the Instagram story. Too bad that couldn't be our full reality. But for now, it's one magical week in the desert. Or swamp this year. You see, either way it goes, when you're on psychedelics, you really don't give a shit where you are. It's just, you're just right in here in your brain. Look, when you go to Burning Man, let's be honest. When you go to Burning Man, there's only 3 things that you're going for. To escape from reality, okay, and taking mushrooms and other silly cybins, whatever you want to call them, psychedelics, that can help you accomplish that real quick. So you're already in this bizarre conditions and world, and then you add that on top of it. I mean, are you really even there? Can you really even say you're at Burning Man? I guess you had pictures. I guess that proves it. But, maybe mentally, not really there. But I'll say this. It is what it is. Everybody was okay. Everybody found a way to get through it. I mean, when you go out to a place like this, you're not getting white tents and, champagne bottles and all this other shit. I mean, you're going out there to get rough and get rowdy. I mean, that's Burning Man, baby. I mean, look, the New York Times themselves have quoted this. 50,000 stoned, half-naked hippies. I'm proud of Danica for going out and exploring new horizons, trying new things. Good for Danica. Good for her. This Bleacher Report article, though, it's just very clickbaitish. The headline of this: NASCAR legend Danica Patrick reflects on escaping Burning Man Festival 2023. Sounds like she was stuck in a black hole for like 4 days. I mean, mentally, maybe. You can't really tell what's going to happen when you chew up those mushrooms. But hey, it's very clickbaity of you, Bleacher Report. And NASCAR legend, look, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that they called her a NASCAR legend because she was the only NASCAR Cup driver to have a vagina. I don't really see anything else statistically that points to where she is a legend in NASCAR other than she was the only Cup driver to have a vagina. That's just kind of what I'm seeing here. But, we love Danica. Love her to death. I'm glad she's out there styling, having a good time, forgetting what numbers and money are. Just out here vibing in the universe. Gotta love it. Shout out to Danica. And Bleacher Report, stop making clickbait articles. All right, it is officially time to open the Garage Guys Report Hotline. The race fan voicemails are stacked up and ready to go. And it's time to congratulate the new Garage Guys Report Hotline Caller of the Month. It goes to a Discord legend, a man we've known in the Garage fam for quite some time. Spurs Ted Lasso is your official Mr. August. Congratulations, round of applause for Spurs Ted Lasso. He was voted in. The people have decided, you have decided, and you got him. For the rest of the month of September, he will be leading off all of the voicemails. He is the king, the crown, Mr. August. We're going to hear from him first, but before we get these voicemails rolling, remember, every week, if you want to be a part of the conversation, if you want to hear your voicemails played on the Garage Guys Report, all you have to do is pick up the phone as soon as the race is over and call 919-769-4477. You call that number as soon as the race is over, leave your message. It will get played on the following Garage Guys Report. So, you got between right now watching this, all through the week, and about 4 to 5 hours after the race next weekend to get that call in. I'm going to be on the lookout for some new callers. We need some ladies. I want some NAS girls. Where them NAS girls at? Call into the report. Maybe we could have a Mrs. September, or a Mr. September. We'll see what happens. But we got Mr. August for right now. Spurs Ted Lasso himself in the building. We're going to go ahead and get these voicemails picked up and hear what all you beautiful race fans had to say about this past weekend in motorsports. So, without further ado, to kick us off, we're starting it with the one, the only, Spurs Ted Lasso. Your new Mr. August Hotline Caller of the Month.
Good evening. This is he, the titty man of August himself, Spurs Ted Lasso. Today I'm calling from the beautiful Memphis, Tennessee. I had to make a quick trip over to the Paris of the West, wonderful city, zero crime there. I can't tell you all how honored I am to be voted as the caller of August of such a prestigious, illustrious program such as the Report here. I know many of Feinbaum callers who are currently jealous as shit of what I've accomplished here. But guess what? Fuck you, Phyllis from Tuscaloosa. Ain't nobody want to hear about your damn Crimson Tide no more. No, ma'am. They're on them Spurs, Ted Lasso rec ratings now, ma'am. That's what I'm telling you. So thank you to all who voted, and a special shout out to Bill from Belleville for a furious fight to the very end. A worthy call-in champion himself, although sadly I believe you'd be relegated to his couch, and a pitcher, I guess it'd be a bucket of great value ice cream. Now, in regards to this weekend's races, thanks to the 25 bush lights I consumed in the Grove on Saturday, watched some nice rebel skull fucking, I was only able to tune in to see the Southern 500 on Sunday evening. I was pretty struggling, but I put all my chips and my hungover brain cells on one single man, Kyle fucking Larson. Now, me, Kyle, and Darlington have had a pretty shitty history together, probably 0400 until yesterday. Most recently, thanks to that cross-eyed chuckle fuck in the one car back in the spring. Thanks a lot, Ross. But man, the lady in black decided to show me and Kyle some love yesterday and give us plenty of money to blow on football next weekend. Last thing before I go, another shout out to my man Carson Hoffbar on an A+ for his first Southern 500 yesterday. Kid's a fucking talent and is going to be a star. He drove a shift box with a parachute on the back to P17 in the toughest race in NASCAR. Man, I'm telling you, you could sit at home, think that wasn't impressive, whatever. That was fucking nice, and he's going to be good, and he's going to be entertaining to watch. All right, we'll leave you here. We'll be back with Heads Rec ratings after the Bristol and Dega races. We got to have some proper content to offer some rec ratings. Don't want to cheap you out, and we'll see you fine people then. Signing out. Have a bush light this week for me. See ya.
There he is. Spurs Ted Lasso, Mr. August, hotline caller of the month. All month long, he's going to be leading off the voicemails. Incredible stuff. He just keeps coming in. And shout out to him. He bet on Kyle Larson. He one-shot wondered the Southern 500. That's pretty fucking ballsy. Very proud of you. Very proud that we've kicked all the Feinbaum callers in the dick here on the report. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to do. There he was. Mr. August himself. Spurs Ted Lasso. And I feel like it's only fitting that our next caller that we go to is the forever and always Mr. July. Hunter from Arkansas, Casey Racem. Let's hear from him now that he has given up his throne to Spurs Ted Lasso. Here is Hunter from Arkansas, a.k.a. Casey Racem.
Hey, guys. What's going on? It's Casey Racem or Hunter from Arkansas. Turns out we did lose caller of the month for August, but that's all right. I was getting a little bit lonely with caller of the month club. Congrats to Spurs Ted Lasso for winning that. Welcome to the club. But first off, Xfinity Series, Denny Hamlin. He may have won the Xfinity race, but he still doesn't have a Cup championship. I'm a Chastain fan, so I'll say fuck Denny Hamlin. Chastain started off a great playoff run with a great top 5 finish. So what we need to do, we need some consistency. Congrats to Larson for winning the Southern 500 as well. IndyCar. Alex Palou locked up the dang-dangy. Was hoping for Scott Dixon. I always say never count Scott Dixon out. But you still can't count Scott Dixon out. He did lock up second in the championship. Oh, man. I'm so sad. We lost August. But that's not a month we want to win for caller of the month. We want that September, baby. Campaign starts now for Mr. September. We're still Mr. July. We might not have been Mr. August. Campaign starts now for September. Casey Racem, caller of the month for September. We're going to win that dang-dangy. Once again, I'm Casey Racem. I will catch y'all on the flippity-flip. This has been a Casey Racem voicemail.
Casey Racem said he ain't hanging the gloves up. He's coming for September. Great call from forever and always Mr. July, Hunter from Arkansas, Casey Racem. You know, talking a little bit about IndyCar, talking about the Xfinity Series. I'm very curious to hear what Hunter from Arkansas will have to say about our new caller of the month, Mr. August Spurs Ted Lasso, calling his favorite driver, Ross Chastain, a one-eyed chuckle fuck. I cannot wait to read those comments. But, you know, he's forever and always Mr. July. He's going to keep calling. He's not going to stop. He's not hanging the gloves up. He's out here campaigning, running the streets, grassrooting it. I love it. Thanks for the call, brother. Appreciate you as always. We're going to go ahead now to another fella that was in the running. The man that was the runner-up to Spurs Ted Lasso, a two-time runner-up. He's fallen just short from grace each time now. Can he make it in September? Will he get his turn on the throne, or will he be outbeat? It seems like he's a pretty broken man from last week. But you know him as the one and only Bill from Belleville. Let's check in on Bill from Belleville.
This is a collect call from Belleville County Jail. You will be charged $750 for this call.
Hey, man. It's Bill from Belleville. The Pabst Blue Ribbon done caught up to me, man. I sold my truck on Saturday and put the money that I got on that kid that sounds like Kermit the Frog, John Hunter Nemechek. The argument with my TV after he lost carried into the streets. Neighbors got upset, and I've been locked up since Saturday night. But it's all right, though. It's all right. I called Paul Menard. I said, Paul, who got the poll for Sunday? He said, Christopher Bell. I said, empty the bank account, Paul, and put the money on C. Bell. That'll cover my bail. I'll pay you back for this phone call, Chase. Hopefully I'll get the truck back. And before I got booked, I saw I was leading the Mr. August vote. So it sounds like I just might get the family back as well. So while things appear to be bad, they've actually never been better, Chase. Although I am still looking for a Paul Menard wristwatch. All the local Menards had to up their security because Paul won't leave the dang cash registers alone. So we still got to work on that. Anyway, Chase, I look forward to the Christopher Bell winning the Southern 500 so I can get up on out of here. And I look forward to accepting the call of the month award when I get out. It's Bill from Belleville. Somebody check on Paul Menard, please. I'm out, man.
Bill from Belleville's in jail. He's in prison. He called, collect a $700 phone call. He said he's going to pay me back. He doesn't even know that Christopher Bell lost the race. I hope wherever you are, Bill from Belleville, oh my God. Just a rocket ship of a call. The Paps caught up to him. He's in jail. He caught me off guard from the left to the right. Was not expecting that call. Holy shit, Bill from Belleville, dude. God, we got to check on Bill. We got to check on Bill. He's in jail. He's in jail. I'm down $700. I'm already down 9 units from the fucking race. Now I'm down fucking $700. Bill, what are we doing? What are we doing, Bill? Holy shit. I was not mentally prepared for that phone call. Bill from Belleville. Holy shit. Runner up for caller of the month, Mr. August. My God. Somebody check on Bill. We're going to move now to Dale from Michigan. God, that's a fucking voicemail, bro. Fuck. Here's Dale from Michigan.
Chase, how's it going? This is Dale from Michigan, man. I'm fired up about that win. Huge win for Larson tonight at Darlington. I thought it was a great race. Had a lot going on, you know, long green flag and then, you know, a bunch of cautions and stuff. I wasn't sure. I thought your boy Red Dog was going to get it for a while there. Him and Harvick. I was kind of pulling for Harvick, so I want to see him win one in his last season, but it didn't quite work out. I don't even know what he was doing, dipping down into pit road like that. I guess it was just like you had to see that car spinning out, right? But it's okay. He might win one, he might not. But what else happened in that race? So the Bowman Suarez situation, I was like dumbfounded by. It's like, what are you guys doing? Maybe this is why neither of you are in the playoffs. I don't know. I personally blame Bowman on that. I do think he blocked twice, and that was just not good. So, yeah, I'm going to head in and probably watch the ARCA race I recorded. But I'm going to end with my question this week. In honor of the Cookout Southern 500 today, I had some family over and grilled out on the old charcoal grill like I do, you know, because I love pollution. Not really. I just prefer charcoal. And I did some bratwurst and some ribeyes because they were on sale. Still probably too expensive. But anyway, what is your favorite cut of steak? Mine is porterhouse, but I don't really think there's a wrong answer. But anyway, thank you for your time. Looking forward to Kansas. Hope everyone has a good one. Bye.
Dale from Michigan right there. Strong phone call. Ends it with a question every time. I love it. Appreciate you calling, Dale. Man, you know, we're going to have to take some of that barbecue to Bill. Hopefully he's out of prison by now. The Paps caught up to him. Jesus. Wow. I'm still mind blown over that voicemail. I'm still mind blown that I owe $700. And I haven't heard a word from Bill. I'm down 9 units in Darlington, down $700 for collect phone call from the Belleville County Jail. Sorry, Dale. To get back to your question, I will say this much. As far as the steak goes, yeah, I'm kind of a ribeye guy. I'm a pretty traditional ribeye guy, but I have I have my own personal recipe for steak seasoning. I don't do a marinade. I have certain spices and different things that I use. If I could cook everyone that calls into the report a steak, you know, like our regulars, I would love to do that one day. I would love to just get all of our regulars together, some of the guys that call in every week. We'll all go out to, a nice area, you know, not a restaurant, but like a nice picnic area, maybe the racetrack. Maybe we all gather at a race and I get to grill you guys steaks one day. I've been told by multiple people, not just my wife, that I cook a great steak. So I want to share that with the world, but I'm a ribeye guy. I appreciate that question. I'm glad that you enjoyed your Cookout Southern 500 weekend. Thanks for the call, as always. We're going to go ahead and move now to Zach Cook from Alabama. Here is Zach Cook from Alabama.
Hey, Garage Guys. Zach Cook from Alabama. And I have one thing is out of my mind. My boy Kyle Larson just won the Southern 500, I believe his first time, so it's incredible. Also, congrats on Max Verstappen getting 10 wins in a row, and he just broke F1 history. And go back to NASCAR, it was a pretty good race actually. I really like it's like 7 out of 10, so it was a good race. And I'm talking a little bit slow because I'm tired, so it's been a chaotic day. I've been up since 6:30, so I'm ready this day to end. So I hope this being the show tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys later.
Little rough there towards the end. Fell down a little bit. It was the tiredness. I give you that, Zach. Zach, I appreciate you calling in. I'm glad your boy Kyle Larson got it done. It was his first time winning. And yeah, the 10 wins for Max Verstappen in Formula 1. Breaking records, history. What else is new? It's Max Verstappen. I guess it is a big deal, though. You know, at Monza, Netflix, spaghetti. But I appreciate the call as always, Zach. Keep calling in. Good to hear from you. And I look forward to hearing from you next week because we all just heard from you. Like you asked. We heard from you on the show. Thanks for calling, Zach. We're going to move now to a new caller on the Garage Guys Report. It's Uncle D from Darlington. Here's Uncle D.
Yeah, hey man, it's Uncle D here, coming to you live from Darlington, South Carolina. What in the damn hell is Tyler Reddick doing? I mean, he's just going to ejecto-cedo his ass on the pit road. Me being a diehard Kevin Hart fan, I don't even know what to think anymore. It's like the wind's going to fall in our lap, and NASCAR takes it right away from us. I mean, Ryan Newman did all he could to just not plow into the 45, but by God, the Ford car just pits anyway. Just blind, has deer in headlights, just goes down pit road into destruction. I don't even know what to think anymore. 4 teams going to have to get it done. They got, they're not down too bad, but by God, rally the fucking troops and ring that damn bell. I was just betting on my locks of the week and my underdogs, and the whole race was flip-flopped. And then all that for a Larson win. It's bullshit. Peace out.
Your pain is my pain, Uncle D. I feel the HARVbreak with you. It is such a shitty circumstance that he was pitting. I read a quote where Childers was basically saying that they were already changing tires by the time they realized the shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. You being a diehard Kevin Harvick fan, our Kevin Hart fan, it was kind of quick. Could work both ways. Imagine those two being compared together. Are there even similarities? I don't think I could find any. I could see Kevin Hart driving the millennial car, though, that Kevin Harvick drove a long time ago. But, Uncle D, I'm with you, man. I feel you. Hopefully we'll see Bristol. I'm counting on a Harv comeback at Bristol. It's got to be. It's his best shot. It's his best shot because, we all know the lawnmowers, the Mahindra tractors disguised as race cars, they've been known to shine at those intermediates, and we just got to pray that maybe Childers is talking to God in Kansas. We'll see what happens, but I'm with you, man. Appreciate the call, Uncle D. Keep calling. Gonna move now to another first-time caller on the Garage Guys Report. This is PR123 Kid from Rhode Island.
PR123 Kid coming from Rhode Island. Like, what are we doing tonight, correct? Loose tire, Denny Hamlin, loose tire, whatever. That's awesome. We got Bowman and Suarez going at it. This is insane. What are we doing tonight? Huge Truex fan, and he just roasts me. And then my son late swapped Chris Buescher right before the second stage ended, and boom, smoked me in fantasy. What are we doing tonight, bud? What is going on in the world of NASCAR tonight? What are we doing? What are we doing? All my bets to shit.
PR123 Kid from Rhode Island. I had Truex too, man. I feel your pain. Now, your son beating you in fantasy by doing a garage swap with Chris Buescher, that's just added pain right there. I don't know how old your son is. I guess that depends. Depends on the age of your child. If it's like a 15-year-old, that makes sense. If it's like a 7-year-old, then it's pretty hilarious. Smart kid. He should call in. He probably won't be as dumb as the 14-year-old that called in earlier in the season. But I appreciate you calling, PR123 Kid. I appreciate you sharing your woes. I was right there with you. I felt the pain of Truex as well. We've been talking about the Reddick pit crew athlete swap. I guess those guys that pulled those dangies had to go somewhere. And it makes a lot of sense that maybe they went on over to that 19, and that would be a rough situation if that is true. Thanks for calling. We're going to go now to another new caller. Had a few new callers on this one. Appreciate that. This is Alex Denny Hamlin fan. No location, just Alex Denny Hamlin fan. Here he is.
My name's Alex, and I am a Denny Hamlin fan. I think that noise is all I need to say. Jesus Christ, 2 weeks in a row. the dominant car, his two best racetracks, Daytona and Darlington, and the pit crew fumbles yet again. We went from leading 160-something laps to 25th. Like, cool, we got 20 stage points, but Jesus Christ, we should have been sliding straight into the round of 12. But I had to watch a fucking Kyle Larson win instead of Denny going out there and doing his thing at his best track. So I hate being a Denny Hamlin fan. It's terrible. Do not recommend. I don't know why I've spent my life since 2006 with this man. So frustrating. JGR pit crews suck, and I am fully convinced that if he was on any other team, he'd have at least 3 championships by now. Thanks.
I don't know what the fuck that noise was at the beginning of that voicemail, Alex. That shit caught me, bruh. It's like you just banging your head against a cylinder block, dog. I get it. I get the frustration, man. Look, you know, we talk about Harvick. I bet on Harvick to win this race. I had that one early in the week. We talked about, you know, Truex. I took Truex on Sunday, and guess what? I bet on Denny Hamlin too, man. I'm right there with you. Maybe I'm not right there with you banging my head against a cylinder block, making those kind of noises. But, you know, I appreciate your recommendations to not be a Denny Hamlin fan. To anyone that wants to take that advice, I think Denny Hamlin's a cool dude. He just re-signed with JGR. They're going to get it figured out. He's still in the hunt, man. Don't give up. Don't give up on your guy. That was Alex, Denny Hamlin fan. Let us know where you're from when you call back in. You should call back in next week. Want to hear from you. Now we're going to go ahead and move to our last caller on the Garage Guys hotline, the Garage Guys Report Hotline this week. It is the one, the only, Super NASCAR fan Andrew. I did see in the Discord where he gave me a little photo that he wanted me to show. So I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it here on this voicemail because he asked me to. If you ask me things in the Discord, you know, I answer to our higher ranked Garage fam. Most of these callers have definitely earned the high rank. If you call into the report, you know, every week you could be a high ranked Garage fam Discord member as well. And if you ask me to put a photo on here, I'll do it for you. But Super NASCAR fan Andrew, here he is on the report to close us out for this week.
Hello, Super NASCAR fan here, Andrew. Oh, Harvick. Dumb pit road rules. Sucks for it, but it is what it is. Honestly, I was listening to Sirius XM, and one of the callers actually brought up a good idea, and I think it would be cool to see NASCAR do this in the future. Have like a pre-commitment line, like before the pit road speed is the commitment line, so that when you are committed to the pit lane, you can actually pit when the caution waves. But if you don't make it to that pre-commitment line, that which would probably be like 100 feet before the pit road speed line, then you would have the opportunity to hook right and not get a pit road penalty for having the pit road closed on you. Kind of sucks, but honestly, I think that would be a good way to possibly fix it. Had Harvick 18-1, was closed on Reddick. Just sucks. Congrats to the Larson betters. Hope you have a great night. And bye, Chase.
Salute to my man, Super NASCAR fan Andrew. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for giving us that update on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. Good friends of ours over there at XM Radio, and I put that photo up like you asked. I don't think that would be such a bad thing, you know. I mean, these things rarely really happen. You know, let's be honest. You know, these things are pretty rare. But man, this one was just a fucking disaster. There's no other way to put it. So, whatever NASCAR decides to do with it, they decide to do with it. But there's one of them racing deals. Guess that's all there is to say about it. That is a show. We have done it again. Episode 15 is in the books. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment, share this video with another race fan, someone that doesn't like racing. Maybe you saw someone down at the Circuit City. You say, hey, have you seen the Garage Guys Report? It's Motorsports News for you. If you have a Circuit City in your town, call me. Moral of the story, subscribe, like, share. That's all I can ask from you guys. I appreciate all the love and support as always. Hope you have enjoyed your time here. Again, shout out to the winners. Shout out to Spurs Ted Lasso, Mr. August. It's going to be a great month of September. We're bouncing back. Kansas is coming up. Don't forget to follow me at Garage Guy Chase. And don't forget to just tell the world the tales, the legends of Garage Guys and what we're doing here in the world of motorsports. It's the Garage Guys Report. Motorsports News for you. We'll see you next week. We out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Garage Guys Report. Garage Guys Report. It's the Garage Guys Report. Motorsports News for you. It's the Garage Guys Report. It's the Garage Guys Report. Yeah. It's the Garage Guys Report. Yeah. It's Motorsports News for you. Yeah. It's the Garage Guys Report.